Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany. This is Bethany Empowers Tarot, and we are going to do so today is the full moon in Cancer. Happy full moon. I already did a full moon in Cancer reading with getting the energy check and what we can do with the energy and all that, so you can check that one out. But I posted a tarot reading on Instagram yesterday and for the full moon. And it was talking about needing to leave something behind, needing to end something, something we need to let go of. So that message seriously has been like haunting readings on Instagram and on YouTube that I've been doing. So I wanted to get one that was related to what is this thing that we need to leave? When do we need to leave it? What are we releasing? All of that good stuff. Since I feel like when I've been doing the readings, it wasn't very clear. So I want to get more detailed of like, what is it that we are being guided to leave right now, and when and what time frame. So that is going to be the theme. First, I'm going to get some of these. And then after I do that, I'm probably going to pull some more cards about what is it, maybe, not necessarily, I guess, yeah, why? Like, why are we needing to leave this thing? Because what are we making space for? That's really what it is. Like, we're being guided to leave something because it's not in alignment with what we're trying to create, right? And we can maybe look at why it's difficult to leave it. Why we're having such difficulty leaving it behind or saying goodbye or something to that effect. And then, we know that it's to make space for something else. And we are trying to create something. So it's more than likely in the way of what we're trying to create. So what is it that we are letting go of it for? That's the second question I'm going to look into. So I'm going to use my butterfly oracle. Okay, this one. Support. Okay. So something, support and courage. Let's get one more. Heavenly signs. Okay. Let's get some of these. What is it that we are leaving behind? What are we being asked to release? Yes, we know we're at a fork in the road. So something we need to make a decision. Look at this. Oh my gosh. See, this is not an accident, you guys. I'm trying to get more about what it is that we are letting go of. They don't seem to be giving me any detail, but I guess the tarot will do that. Serendipity. Yeah. This is just confirming what I was feeling. Now we're going to see what are we surrendering to. This can give us some more detail about what we're surrender to miracles. Surrender the idea you can fix someone. And surrender to effortlessness. Okay, so the thing that we are letting go of, support came out right away, and I felt like that was, sorry, I just need my OCD needs to be happy for a minute. I don't know if you can see that one, but that one's going to go right there. With this surrender, the idea you can fix someone feels like surrender the idea you can fix yourself for something to fit. There's something, yeah, you can, wait, can you see all of them? Yeah, you can. Okay. So, I mean, this is literally the card that came up yesterday for the full moon, right? So it's time to go. It's time to leave something, and I feel like it's you leaving something. I feel like it is some kind of support system. Well, what I was also getting, so it's like having the courage to also be supported. So it could be a support system. Like, I'm going to give you an example. So say the support system that you've been used to is yourself. Like, you are your own support system. And that's also where the surrender the idea you can fix someone is coming in, because it's like you believe there's something wrong with you because And that's why you go it alone and you don't allow yourself to be supported. You feel like other people are going to leave you also. Like that could be also why, this is coming through too, is that you feel like you might leave, you abandon your, no, actually that's not coming through. What's coming through is you need to have the courage to be supported in the next phase of your life. Something with heavenly signs and serendipity, this is like something that is divinely guided, something you've been getting signs about, something you feel very drawn to. Also the surrender to miracles. It's like something wants to come through for you. And it's like letting things be easy and effortless. And this could also represent a relationship, like you or the relationship you have to maybe like a job or a place that you live. We'll get more details with the tarot. If you find yourself trying to decide between like which direction to go with the fork in the road, it's like you also, if you're questioning something, like if you are questioning whether or not you should stay in a relationship or stay at a job or stay at a home, you're more than likely just ignoring the signs you've been getting because you're scared and you're lacking the courage to move on and let things work out for you. That's what this also means too. It says the art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Like, what are you trying to force to make work? You need to stop that because you're going to be supported. You're going to be supported with leaving something familiar behind. It's something familiar. So again, if that's like you are very hyper independent and you're not used to letting yourself be supported or being in relationships that actually work in your favor, like maybe you're used to forcing, right, trying to fix yourself or fix someone else in order to make something work. And they're saying that's what you're letting go of. It's like you cannot be in relationships or at a job or in a home that makes you feel like you have to fix yourself or change something about yourself to make it work. And that's what they're saying. Like, it can be easy. Things can be easy and miraculous. And I feel like you already know exactly what it is you want, but you have to acknowledge it and have the courage to say yes to the signs you've been getting and say yes to the serendipity of situations that the way that they have played out for you. Like it says here, feel and know that these events are real. Perhaps you're having doubts that what you're feeling and the direction you want to go is actually real, and that it could actually be of substance for you. And it says, let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So the more detailed message about it is that it's any situation, whether that's a relationship with a person, that could be friends, a friend group, a community where you live. It could be a job. Um, you're leaving behind anything that makes you feel like you have to fix someone or you find yourself trying to fix somebody else in order to make it fit, to make it work, because it doesn't feel effortless. Right? It's okay for things to be effortless and it's okay for miracles to happen to where you can have everything that you actually want. And again, it's like, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no, right? If you're questioning something at all, if you're not like, yeah, say somebody's like asking you out on a date and you're like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll go because this person, I put out in the universe I wanted to date or I wanted somebody to come forward, right? But if you're not like, hell yeah, I want to date that person, it's a no. And I think that they're telling you that like everything in your life needs to be that way. It's okay to leave and it's okay. You don't have to try to make things work just to like please the other person. So that is what's coming through. Now I want to get the tarot and see what other messages there are. So what details can you give us about this thing that we are letting go of? This thing we are being guided to leave. And again, this could just be a way of being. Like, this might affect multiple areas of your life, which is maybe why I'm not getting any specific details. But I think it's also just going to be different for everybody because it's a general message. The Four of Wands. So somewhere where you have stability. Again, I was feeling that support card was talking about, was like wherever you have been, whatever support system you have known, whether that is a marriage, a long-term relationship, or a home, or a long-term job, that's what it is that you are being asked to leave. Something that has provided you with stability. Queen of Swords, she's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but this is someone who's decisive and cuts out the bullshit, isn't afraid to speak her mind, to speak her truth, to be emotionally detached. I feel like you've already emotionally detached from this already. So the Empress, this could be you, or this could be the person or a person you're dealing with. This is mother energy, goddess energy. So it's like it could represent husband-wife energy as well, like wife energy. So perhaps like if you're a masculine watching this, has to do with the mother of your children. This could also represent someone who's been through a divorce or going through a divorce or is single. I'm hearing widowed also. But I do feel like because this, it's also stating like, don't be afraid to put yourself first and to like cut out, again, it's cutting out and letting yourself be nurtured, because it feels like you're not being nurtured. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick manifestation. Something quickly wants to come in for you. It could also be about passion with somebody or just feeling. It's also creative energy as well. I'm going to put that here because it's to represent your creative energy coming online. And you actually, it's also, I feel like, using your words and your thoughts very intentionally and creating exactly what it is you asked for. And that might be like, okay, so please tell us what it is that we are letting go of, though, because this feels like what's coming in. Or let me see, King of Pentacles. Again, something about stability, support. Could be, again, a person, a relationship. This could also be, it feels more so like what's coming in. Let me see. The Ten of Swords. So it feels like a divorce. Like, it feels like someone, this could also be what this person that you might be connecting with is going through as well. If you're not necessarily leaving a relationship or a home or a job, this could be what this other person is leaving behind. Since we have a masculine and a feminine, we have two feminine energies, but so they could be leaving behind a marriage. And the Ten of Swords is the end of a painful cycle. I feel like it's an end of a painful cycle for you with regard to support. Yeah, Death card, transformation. Like, again, if you are a feminine watching this, maybe you have been single or you've already been through a divorce, right? And you're kind of finally leaving that chapter behind you where you're no longer going to be single. And that's what I was feeling again with it. Like, maybe you haven't allowed yourself to be supported. You've been very hyper independent. And so that's what you're letting go of. Wheel of Fortune. Another 10, which is about completion, but it's also about divine timing and karma. It's time for this to happen for you. Death is also Scorpio energy. We have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be Taurus or Libra. This could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then the Wheel of Fortune doesn't really have. Wheel of Fortune could be Sagittarius energy, actually. I feel it's like good luck and good fortune. Again, that's like the serendipitous. There's something serendipitous about meeting somebody that causes this to happen in one or both of your lives. Two of Swords. See, there's that needing to make a decision, not seeing something. So it feels like the start of it is a relationship, like needing to leave an aspect of a relationship, whether that's like, say, like I said you are a single parent, you have been divorced, you've been through or a separation or something, you've ended a long-term relationship, maybe someone you have children with. You have been single for a while and you're letting go of that singlehood, and that's what you're leaving. And so with regard to what you need to let go of, it's being on your own, not letting yourself be supported by somebody else, not having that partner that you desire. And that's what you're making space for. And so any beliefs that you have, like around if it's actually going to happen for you, or, if it's possible, that you deserve it, that you're worthy of it, things like that you're worthy of exactly what it is you desire. Those are the things that you're letting go of. Now, if you are leaving a relationship, you're leaving behind the relationship. Oh, and what I was going to say was that it starts with a relationship, and then it um, it impacts every other area of your life. So your home, your work, your job, things like that. So all those things might change because it's of this thing that you're letting go. Right? That relationship. Perhaps, because you're finding more confidence and feeling more worthy, and you're believing in yourself and what it is you want and what you desire, you are then going after the things and making the changes in your job, in your home, or your life that you want, right? And so this also could be the masculine too, like doing the same thing, who's been single for a while. So take it as it resonates for you. But then I think it is also representative of someone who is solid and stable in a relationship, nurturing and just supportive. Like we have the card support came in, and I just feel like, and that these two cards feel so much like support. Four of Wands and King of Coins, those are definitely like supportive energies. So it's a person who again, this could be like a boss, like someone offering you a job if it's not a romantic relationship. It could be having a solid place to live, like you're getting approved for purchasing a home or something like that. So take it again as it resonates for you. But it could also mean somebody is leaving a relationship, right? Getting a divorce, a long-term relationship, ending that, and then meeting somebody new to get into a new one. Not necessarily right away, but yeah. See, Judgment card, that to me is always about showing the universe that you're ready, making those choices, making those new choices. But first you have to decide. This is also about a redemption, a second chance. So this could represent somebody coming back around for a second chance, or you're getting a second chance. Like perhaps you've had an opportunity to do this in the past and you didn't take it because you weren't ready, or it wasn't time, or you felt scared or whatever. And same with the person, this masculine, either masculine or feminine. We have the Three of Wands. This is about planning. It's also about waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like, what you're letting go of is like the waiting. And the Six of Swords, too, is about moving on, moving forward. I feel like what you're leaving behind is the need to wait, because I feel like it's coming. It wants to come in very quickly for you, since we have the Eight of Wands, and like having to move on. When I say that, what I mean is like you're having to move through multiple relationships, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to do that anymore. Like the thing that's coming in for you, like once you let go of the relationship, or the energy of the relationship, or the energy of who you were in the relationships in the past, once you let that go, you don't have to keep looking and keep moving forward, because something is going to be brought to you. It's hard to explain. Like I feel like, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. You don't have to keep dating. You don't have to keep looking for that person or that home, or that, because this is like you're purchasing a home, or you're starting a job that's going to be like a long-term one. You don't have to keep moving on. You don't have to keep moving forward. You don't have to move anymore. You don't have to change relationships anymore. That's what it feels like. Look at that, Queen of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but this is just someone who is emotionally balanced, nurturing, sensitive. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for less than what it is you actually want, that you're feeling emotionally. Yeah, the Hanged Man, surrender. This is about surrendering and just letting it happen. That is the advice. So I feel like we got what you're leaving behind and what is coming in all in this spread, but I'm still going to pull some more. So now I'm going to look at specifically what's coming through, what's coming in, what are we making space for, and what is it going to be like? Perhaps this will help us move on, right? Easier if we know what it is we're making space for. Maybe it's going to be confirmation for you. Willing release. You guys, my God. I mean, could the message be even more loud and clear? Willing release. First, you have to willingly release the thing that you're holding on to. Okay, so they're not giving me a lot of details about what it is, the thing that because it's going to be different for everybody. So I have a feeling it's more so of the belief that we can have it all, that we can have actually what we want in a relationship, in a home, in a job, and all of those things, right? Because I feel like it's going to affect all areas of life. So it's whichever flavor it shows up for you. I'm not worthy. I'm not lovable. Nobody's going to be there for me. I don't know. I don't deserve it. Any of those limiting beliefs that keep us from letting go of the past, which is either we're holding on to a person, a place, a thing, a situation that we know of, or we're just holding on to this way. Maybe it's like a type of person that we go after. We settle, right? It's about settling. And you know what happens when you blow the dandelion seeds? Like they go everywhere and they plant seeds. Like I feel like you've already planted seeds for what it is that is ready to come in for you. And we keep being urged to let this go because it's ready to come in for you. It's ready. A merry motive. Interesting that we just had, Christmas and it's saying a merry motive. That's about like positive intentions, having good intentions. You don't have to worry about the thing that is coming in because whichever person or place or job or whatever, there is a positive vibe to it. Endless possibilities. Yeah, look at all more stars in this one, but it just feels like very magical and mystical. It's like very serendipitous, like the card said in the beginning, and surrender to miracles. Open up to endless possibilities. So you're going to have to let go of whatever's keeping you from believing in endless possibilities. So if you have limiting beliefs that you're having trouble letting go of, right? Contact me for like a theta healing session or a tarot reading, and we can get to the bottom of that for you. With theta, we can change, remove, and replace limiting beliefs. We call that belief work. I want to get some animals and see what energies are here that we're making space for. Turtle and sea serpent, lots of water. Let's get one more. Hi. And the black egg. Ooh. Just want to look at those. All right, I am going to read the book. These. All right, let's do the turtle first. Ancient soul grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry, I tried to cover the microphone. No matter where their travels lead them, turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. Yeah, so like more authenticity and being at home in yourself, like wherever you go next, like that is what is coming next. So when in balance, it's peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When you're out of balance, it slows down to a halt. And I feel like that maybe is what has been happening. And they're trying to urge you to get moving again, to bring into balance, it says, an adventure. Let yourself be excited for an adventure with somebody or in a new place, in a new job. All right, we have the sea serpent. Healing emotional wounds, yes. Expressing desires, yes. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. So, this has to do with our second chakra, which is our sacral chakra. Located deep within the pelvic bowl, this chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. It translates as in her own abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or Kundalini herself. So this has to lot again about desire. It has to do with our sexual, sensual energy, our emotional center. That's our emotional center as well. So it's like not denying the desires that you truly have. And I feel like that's what you did in the past with relationships, either one you're currently closing out, a job you're currently closing out, a home you're currently closing out, a place, city, or state of residence, or whatever it is. Like you're acknowledging your true desires, your true passion and creative desires. And that is what wants to come through for you. There's endless possibilities. And it's like with the turtle energy, I feel like it's like you can trust that you are grounded in how you feel. Like what you want wants you, and what you desire is actually okay for you to go after. There's probably some shame or guilt or other limiting beliefs around allowing yourself to truly be in your pleasurable, sensual, creatively expressive, like most authentically, genuinely expressive self. That's what we're leaving behind. Those limiting beliefs that keep us, that tell us that no, that I can't have that because I don't deserve it, or there's something wrong with me, or because that person believes doesn't treat me well or doesn't acknowledge it, that means that that's true about me. Because that job doesn't acknowledge my gifts, that means that and instead of trying to stay there, that was the card from the beginning, is surrender the idea you can fix someone. Instead of trying to stay in this relationship or this job or this place and be like, no, see me for who I am, see me for my value. No, like that person isn't seeing it, that place isn't seeing it, you're leaving. That's what they're telling you now. Because you're not going to change yourself to try to make yourself seem desirable to somebody else. All right, speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. Yeah, the black egg. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. So this is the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Again, I was just saying the expression. It translates as especially pure. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but it is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. So that could be something that you're wanting to step into career-wise, but I think it's just highlighting everything's coming together very clearly now, for me at least, seeing as how it's like, what do you authentically desire within a relationship, within a person that you're in a relationship with, within a job, within a place that you live, everywhere. They're asking, it's not, and the reason it's not just one situation, it's like you're doing this one inner work transformation of letting go of anything that isn't authentic, that isn't what you truly desire in life, and then it's trickling out into the rest of your life, and things are changing from there. All right, I'm going to get some after tarot now to see what the energy is after we let go of this inauthenticity of denying our true desires. So the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Juggling and balancing, rest, being awoken from this like meditative state. No longer juggling, no longer having to sit and imagine. It's like now they're saying, get after it. You can create it. See, look at that. Facing your demons, the things that have kept you from going and pursuing what it is, like they're telling you now is the time. You're going to be faced with all of these demons, right? That you are worried about, worried are going to exist or not exist. It also feels like family or familial, generational, ancestral healing and wounds that you've taken on. The Magician is wielding your power. It's like it's again, this feels like the courage, like we saw in the beginning, the courage to fight these demons. And it may feel so daunting to you because it feels like you're the only one maybe in your family who's addressing them. And maybe you're going against what everyone else does. Everyone else has settled in their life, right? In your family. And you're like, I refuse. I'm not going to. And going after it, that's very brave. It takes a lot of courage. So you may find that you are going against the grain when it comes to what is expected. Look at that, the sun. Beautiful. But I think it's because you might have children or you want children, and it's like you want to leave a legacy for them where they don't have to do that, where they can have all the opportunities you didn't have, that you had to create for yourself. And it's also your inner child too. It's healing your inner child, the world. So the world can be about travel, but it's also about completion, coming to the end of a cycle. We have number 1 and the number 21. 121 might be important. Hey, that's my birthday. But that is, January 21st. That's coming up in a week. That's next Tuesday. So you might see something happening on that day or around that time that week. That is the last quarter moon. And I was talking about the last quarter moon in one of my readings, or multiples of my readings, I think, on YouTube, how the last quarter moon was actually going to be significant. Look at that, Two of Swords. The blindfold coming off. You might finally see something clearly around that time. Something that I feel like maybe right now you're struggling to see clearly. 10 of Wands, so that's burdens being put down, being able to drop a load that, that sounded bad, drop the heavy burdens you've been carrying, right? It's another 10, 2 10s out, we have 2 2s, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Again, that's like, that is your desire. This is like the gift being brought to you of like, this is what you desired. Here you go, on a silver platter. Happy birthday to me, I guess. What else? What else can you tell us about this energy? Or what else do we need to know about this energy to prepare us for it? 8 of Cups, again, walking away, surrendering to the path that you chose. Honestly, there's this element of like, you are going to be supported along the way, even when you have to like hang upside down and like be alone or become enlightened, which is scary, to like change these like fundamental beliefs that maybe you had that you didn't realize were actually not the best, that you know, kind of blindly went along with, or not even blindly, you just went along with it until you knew better when it comes to like what is possible and what's allowed, and what, you know, like, I'm like, and not settling for like, I guess this is just how it is. It's like being in a passionless relationship and marriage and being like, I guess this is just how it is, and just like surrendering to that, even though that isn't what you truly want. So you're going to be supported, but you have to surrender to the path of walking away from this. Like, no more looking back, no more, you know, and that means maybe it's like no more looking back on like past relationships or like past jobs, or like regret, no more what ifs. What if I stayed? What if I, you know, it's like, no, you have to choose. You, like, the twos are about choices, and it's like you have, like, no more going back and forth. You have to choose one path or the other. That's that fork in the road. The Fool, you got to jump off that cliff, even if it seems foolish, even if you get detoured. Anytime you choose something based on your passion, your desire, it's never a wrong choice. It may not be exactly what you thought it was going to be, but that's life. And they're saying that there's a reason that you're being so strongly pulled in one direction. And it's because your soul has, look at that, the King of Pentacles again. Your soul has a desire, and the Wheel of Fortune again. And look at that, the 9 of Cups. Your soul, and the 8 of Wands. Your soul has a desire to experience this thing and gain. I feel like there's more abundance on this path than what first meets the eye. This is also about, again, like, everything he touches turns to gold. He knows his power. He knows his worth. He knows that he can create something, even if he were to go bankrupt tomorrow. He knows that he could build himself back up and create a new something for himself. That's the energy that they want you to live in, is that even if you go down this path and then it's like some things happen that, you know, you weren't expecting, and you lose some things, you I don't know, like, have some hardships, you can always rebuild yourself. They're telling you like you have the power, and they're trying to show you like you don't have to worry, because look at what you've been through in the past. You don't want to go back to what's in the past. You want to go on to something brand new, because it's time. It's time for you to have exactly what it is you desire, right? And this is like, keep focusing on hitting your mark, hitting your target. Don't sway from that just because of a little fear, or just because you're the first one to go, right? You're the first one to do it. Just because you don't have a model doesn't mean that you can't figure it out. It's just going to be stalled. It's coming in for you anyway. You've already put your energy towards it. It's already coming in for you, but you have to make space for it. That is the urgency of the message, I suppose. So I do want to get some timeline. Let's get timeline questions. Timeline cards. What more can you tell us about when this is happening? I mean, we already saw January 21st coming through, or the last quarter moon. Okay, so we have let go. So what I get with that is that when you decide to let go is when it's going to be coming through. Trust. Situation is calling for you to have faith. This is definitely the Fool card. Reconsider. The trust is like you have to trust that when you let go, you're going to be. What's reconsider about? Reconsider saying yes. Reconsider saying yes to something. Then we have within the next few months, we have opportunity. Meditation brings answers. Look at them. We have yes again. Okay. So both yes cards. I feel like it's something that you're considering giving up on. They're saying reconsider that and say yes to it instead. Meditation brings answers. Continuously go back to meditating. That was that Four Swords energy came through. Meditating, going within, asking. Did that come through? No. Of the opportunity, asking when the opportunity is going to be coming. Let's see what it says. But it says within the next few months. So can we get specific here with dates or months or days of the week? How many months? How many days? July, okay. So that could be an important month for somebody. In June, so we have June and July, okay. So during the summer, you might see something. Anything else? Anything else timeline-wise? Whoa, November, we have the 19th, we have the 21st, look at that. And no. Why the no card? Why the no card? It's funny because we have two yeses and then we have a no. But we also have the reconsider card, which I was feeling like it might be something that you're considering saying no to. And then you might change your mind around the 19th to the 21st, which is what I was talking about, which is next week. Get more information and you're ready. Yeah, so you need more information before you can be ready, before you will feel ready to say yes, before you will fully let go. And that, to me, the get more information card is maybe just like getting clear on who, what, when, where, like logistics, facts. It could also just be like getting more information about, like, yeah, maybe it is like feeling fully ready. I don't know. I wanted to get more about the, yeah, so before you can say yes, you want to get more information to know that you're ready. Yeah, so if you believe, see, that's the belief work. So maybe it isn't until, then we have to take action on the bottom. Maybe it isn't until you really truly believe it, but maybe you need more information. Maybe you need some like physical concrete proof. And what does that look like? I don't know. Let's see. What is the physical concrete proof that we need in order to say yes? Because this no. So the magician wanted to pop out, and that to me feels like proof of something that you've manifested coming to light. So what is it? What is going to come through that's going to make you fully choose this path? The Ace of Pentacles, so an offer. So that's like you get the money that you need to buy the house. You get the okay, the yes, right? You get the person actually coming forward and saying, "Hey, I want to be with you." You get the job offer, right? So it's like around the 19th to the 21st, it feels like, is when you can fully let go, right? And finally say yes to it. And then within the next few months, and then like, between June to November, June, July, November might be important months where you actually see it fully come into form. But I think what first happens this month is the like fully letting go, like we have already talked about, of the past. And then in order to move into the next phase, it's almost like you're like, can you please just send me, like, in order for you to believe it, you need to see it, right? I need to see it to believe it. So you're like, there needs to be some kind of concrete proof for you to say yes. Until then, your answer is no, almost like, or that's where you're going back and forth, because you're just not sure. And that's where we had the reconsider card. Even it's blue, right? Blue and blue is like you're about ready to say no until you get this concrete proof, this concrete offer. Yeah, see, it's communication. It's a decision being made. That's either somebody, you're waiting on somebody else to make a decision, or something happens where you get a physical concrete offer or sign where you're just like, I am sure and I know I'm going in this direction now. And it helps you let go of whatever it was that you were, and trust that you're going in the right direction. So let's see if they'll give us anything else about what the proof is that we will get. The Four of Wands. So it's a union. It's a coming together. Look, it's a yes. It's either you, it's someone, maybe it's someone else saying yes. Again, yes, you can move into this house. Yes, you're approved for the loan to purchase this house. Yes, I want to be with you. Yes, you got the job. Yes, we're going to move. I don't know, something like that. So that's what I got for you. If you have any questions, please email me or leave a comment below. If you'd like your own reading with me, that information is below. What else? Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers or Bethany Empowers Tarot. And until next time, I will see you again soon. All right, bye.